There are lots of people you may want to share their purpose. You may want to do a romantic enjoy a beach house with friends, or book a trip with your whole family. But one person you'll never want to share your stay with is the host. When you book a Verbo, the host doesn't stay with you. So the only people you'll share the space with are your people. Verbo private vacation rentals. Relax, you book with Verbo.
James Hardy knows how important the home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
Join Chicago baseball legend Lincoln Family Services 2024 support for mental health golf outing September 30th at Caldwell Golf and Country Club in Lamont.
The best friends.
I love you. Raising funds for mental health, all while enjoying a day of golf, including dinner. Sponsorship packages are available, and there's a 140 golfer capacity, so get your spot now. Go to og13.org. Together, we can create a positive change and support Rincon Family Services.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by Health Market. Shop for health insurance your way. And now, Odyssey at 6-7 the score brings the Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Get out the 10-measure long gone. Game-winning home run. Can you believe it? This is what you came in for. You got the Cubs game on the score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Benjamin Moore, Vinny's Beverage Depot, Hefty Trash Bags, Sigler Subaru Kenosha, Bosch Power Tools, James Hardy Building Products, Sloan, Stella Blue Coffee, Traffic Tech, Wintrust Community Banks, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Highway Dealers, Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field, the Turo Tires, and by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes and Ron Cooper, with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's game one of a three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Good evening, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Cooper, it's Pat Hughes reporting. It's a delightful summer evening here at the friendly confines. 76 degrees and very pleasant temperature and conditions for the start of game one of the series. The starting pitchers tonight, right-handers Javier Assad going for the Cubs and Tobias Myers starting for Milwaukee. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineup for tonight's game. Sponsored by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois through and all. Leading off for the first place, Milwaukee Brewers, Bryce Terran at second base. William Contreras catching. Christian Yelich, the designated hitter. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, Willie Adames. The number 5 hitter, right fielder, Sal Frelick. Jackson Chourio, the rookie left fielder. Reese Hoskins, the former Philly, is batting 7th and playing first base. The Brewers' third baseman is Joey Ortiz. Ortiz batting 8th, and Garrett Mitchell in center, batting 9th. So there you have the Brewers. Here are the Cubs. Nico Horner will lead off and play second base. Michael Bush at first base. Seiya Suzuki batting third and playing right field. The Cubs' cleanup hitter is left fielder Ian Happ. Mike Hockman, the designated hitter. Dansby Swanson to bat 6th and play shortstop. Miles Mastrobuoni at third base. The catcher batting 8 is Miguel Amaya. There you have the lineups. The Cubs take the field. Baseball right around the corner. It's the Cubs and the Brewers right after this. You are listening to The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Justin Steele. Listen to every game here on Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Steve Moore. Most auto engineers will tell you you get paid until you win, but they still gotta win. At MILWAUKEE, we win 95% of our cases. Call 888-MILWAUKEE or visit MILWAUKEE.com.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like choosing Derek Jeter as the pinch hitter for your baseball team. I'll give it a shot. I'll throw it back once or twice.
That's out of here.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your world? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
So that's we're out together last night, and then I stepped up her snap. Heel breaks right. Shoes and socks, and then you're joking.
Honey Harmony, you'll find someone you can be yourself with. It'll get to you. Honey Harmony. Sign up for eHarmony today.
Hey, I'm Lynn. Maybe you know us from our daily YouTube show, but this is a little trailer for our podcast, Ear Business, where two lifelong friends talk about life for a long time. And nothing is off limits. We talk about our sex lives, our health journey. We try to never take ourselves too seriously. So we invite you to not do the same. We invite you to listen. Follow us at Ear Business. Now for free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcast.
76 degrees. Beautiful Liberty Field in Chicago. Income temperature sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts. Four Seasons. Right-hander. We're to assess Javier Assad. What's on your mind regarding the Cubs' right-hander for tonight's game?
Well, I think for Javier, it's command and his fastball in particular, the two-seam fastball.
Fastball, strike 0-2.
And I think his two-seamer is somewhat unique in today's game. He gets straight moving when he's on. That inside fastball to the lefty is
Strike 3 call. There was the inside fastball. Just as you were saying it, Ron, I'd say that's pretty good timing on your part.
You know, sometimes you just get lucky, and Javi did not know I did. Either on the inside of terrain, and it just darts back over the inside corner, the old lane changer, and he gets first run time.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers, sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai as William Contreras swings and misses. Contreras, a good young hitter, hitting 284 and 11 home runs. Low one, driven toward right center. That's going to be a tough play. On the run, diving fly by Armstrong cannot make the catch. It's going to be a double for William Contreras. Very valiant, dramatic try by Armstrong diving. He's left-handed. He dove in deep right center. I believe he barely got the leather on the ball, but could not hang it.
Yeah, this is a great jump, a great effort, as he leads out, stretches off that red and blue glove, and he just barely gets the tip of the glove, touches the ball, but I mean, he is late
It is a two-base hit for Contreras. Just underway, a man at second with one down. Christian Yelich having a good year. The power numbers are still way down from where they once were with this guy. But he's hitting 320 run, and you just don't see many 320 hitters these days.
Yeah, that's the thing. He always is something, as you said, being a big power threat, and now spraying the ball down the field gets more.
No one pitch misses signs, 1-1.
But in today's game, when you're hitting 320, that is just, you're at a different level than everyone else in the league. You stop.
Yelich, 11 homers, 42 driven in, swings and misses. Sharp breaking ball, 1 and 2. The announcement of the umpires, Gabe Morales calling balls and strikes. Doug Eddings working at first. Ryan Adeton at second, and Emil Jimenez working at third. The announcement of the Men in Blue, sponsored by Suits 2020 and Miles, the largest selection of wedding outfits for grooms and groomsmen. A breaking ball in the dirt, nice blast by Amaya. The ball bounced up, hit him in the chest protector, and bounced out into fair territory. I'm not sure if he could have gotten out of that way of that ball. He tried.
He was in the spot, hit right in the middle of the chest protector on one shot. I think Javi, something must have happened on his release. Caught a spike and bounced out in the middle of the plate.
2-2 pitches, fastball in the hands, foul away. Not a whole lot of familiarity between Assad and Milwaukee and vice versa. This is only his second career start against them. He had worked a grand total of 9 innings in his career against Milwaukee before tonight. And now the 2-2 pitch on the way to Yelich. Bouncing ball toward first and foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. No individual batters have more than 4 at-bats for Milwaukee against Assad. They're still trying to learn about each other. Nice crowd, fans still filing in. And the next pitch, fly ball to center, playable for Carl Armstrong, started back, now drifting in. Makes a routine catch for out number 2. Scoreless game, top of the first with a man at second. The batter is Willie Adames.
That's a late movement on a pitch from the side. Yelich looked like he was right on time, but the ball just starts away from him. Puts a big swing on it and catches that ball into the back. Routine play for Armstrong in center.
Adames is a solid run producer, 67 RBIs. And I would say he's slightly above average defensively and short, too, wouldn't you?
I would agree, absolutely. He is a dominant player now at shortstop, both offensively, defensively, 15 bombs as a shortstop. As you said, 67 driven in, that's a big number.
Hitting 248, he's lifted that average, and he was hovering around the 210 mark early in the year. Willie Adames. The Brewers in first place with 5 games over St. Louis in this Central Division. The Pirates are 7 games out, the Cubs 10, Cincinnati 10.5. Swing and a miss by Adames, but this Milwaukee team, Ron, they've been really in first place virtually all year and have a fairly comfortable lead all year long.
Yeah, they play very good baseball. They're very athletic. But they hit the ball very well. In key situations, runners in scoring position, and we did all year.
Breaking ball outside, 2-2.
And it helps that 2 of your, 2 key guys have been very good. Christian Yelich has been good from the beginning, and he's the veteran guy on the team now. And he's had a very good year. And Contreras, from behind the plate, they're getting great production from him as a catcher. And then you start throwing your down into Ryan and some of the guys. They're all having a good year.
And the 2-2 is over outside. So Freeland is on deck. Would surprise me if he tried to get it almost a case of bad ball here instead of challenging him to something right over the plate.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to see something away from Adames. Maybe try to throw the ball off the plate away and get it run back in the corner.
The 3-2 lifted to right, slices toward foul territory. Chasing it to Suzuki over the stands. Well back out of trouble. 353 down the line, right. The alleys are inviting now. 368 in left center, 368 in right center, 400 just straight away.
Wind not blowing hard today, but it is blowing 86%. But if you hit the ball well, it's not going to affect it all that much.
3-2 to Adames. Breaking ball is low, ball 4.
And that goes right back to what you were saying. He threw the fastball away. The guy put a big swing on it and hammered him and hit it foul on the right field line. I think that was enough to see he's going to go with a slider down and just bury one in the dirt.
Brewers in their traveling uniforms and Sal Frelick steps in. They got the navy blue shirts with gold numbers on their backs, gray trousers, navy blue socks, navy blue hat or helmet, and then the yellow on the forehead area of the hat. And the pitch to the left-handed batting Frelick is off the inside.
Fastball, two-seam runs inside.
Another 1-0 from Asada. Fastball strike. Cubs in their home white with blue pinstripes all over. Blue hats that wear helmets when batting. Blue numbers on their backs, blue socks, and a variety of shoe colors. Frelick a check swing bouncer back. And gets the job done. Frelick bounces back to the mound. Brewers don't score. They leave it there after a half. Milwaukee nothing. Cubs coming up on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network. James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made it trusted by homeowners who have 10 million homes. Siding contains Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today. That's what's the skinny hot tiny pickles and sliced onions, all toasted sesame seeds. That's the sound of McDonald's with cheese.
Exclusive Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories. It's the Dog Days of Summer. Stay connected to your local team, even while you're waking up, with your favorite station on Odyssey.com. Get the best of local sports talk. Listen live or jump back to what you missed with Rewind. It's all here, all just a few clicks away. And I'll tell you something, it makes the workday go that much faster. Listen at work. Visit Odyssey.com today to get started.
If you're looking for the most epic place on earth, let's start at the base of the massive waterfall. Then trek through the thick jungle. Then climb to the peak of the snowy mountain. Then once you're there, because it's intelligent 4x4 and 7 driving seconds and a Nissan Pathfinder. The search is the real adventure.
Available feature: intelligent select will cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Now, lead off man is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Depot Water gets the base hit. Benny's will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. With Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes, and Wrigley, Zach Chapman working alongside. Zach will chime in every now and again. On the out-of-town scoreboard, Paul Zoran, our excellent engineer at the controls. We all thank you for joining us. Let's see if the Cubs can crank up an early rally against the Tigers. Third time he has started a game against the Cubs this year. And the first pitch to Nico is outside. Wow, what's the timing? That's
Well, Myers a guy, four-seam fastball, cutter, and big breaking cutter, and then slider, and he's a bit of an off-speed pitch. But to me, he's one of those guys that has to sit down. Has a pattern of where he likes to pitch. You know, I think he's just effectively wild enough in the zone. But that means you're going to get a good pitch at some point in there.
Myers, a good earned run average, 3.13, 6 wins, 3 losses. Nico Horner lines one down right there, one drop and foul out of play. 2 and 2 on Horner. Myers just 25 years old. The Cubs beat him back on May 4. Lasted only 3 innings. He was wild that day, walking 4 and giving up 4 earned runs. And then had a no decision in June 29 in Milwaukee against the Cubs. Cubs got 3 runs in 6 innings. Cubs would win that game 5-3. His last out was now the pitch to Horner. Nico fights it off and fouls it off. But this guy runs for a young player. Has pitched for 6 organizations. Drafted by Baltimore. Here's another foul by Nico. Down with Tampa. That's a 4 years. Cleveland, the White Sox. And now in his second year with Milwaukee. He was a 6th round pick from Baltimore. Here's a line drive. Oh, you've got Terang on one side and Nico on the other. You've got 2 of the best defensive second basemen in all of baseball in one game.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to play the middle of the diamond in the infield, you got these. Actually, how about the 4 guys that are playing in this ball game today at short and second base? They're doing pretty well. They really are. I love the defense these guys put out there. It's pretty good.
Anthony Swanson and Willie Adames, the shortstop, both top-notch as well.
The range for the 2 second basemen, it is impressive. Both very good at second base. Both good offensive players.
Here comes the 1-1 push. No score in the first inning. Michael takes high and away for a ball. Myers last 7 starts. Bush with a dozen home runs. He's driven in 36. Pretty good guy.
Yeah, one thing when you're facing Myers, we have not seen a real off-speed pitch yet. It's been fastball, seamer, cutter. That's only a few miles shy of the four-seam fastball. And then slider, which is about 3, maybe 5 miles slow. Basically, everything is fast.
Here's an on-speed delivery in there for a strike. Suzuki hitting 265. Drove in the top of the 9th inning single yesterday. Cubs winning in 10 innings. Nico Horner with a walk-off walk. Did you ever have a walk-off walk in a big league game?
No, I did not. I thought he was going to get hit with the very first pitch in that at-bat. It just missed his left arm.
Suzuki swings and misses, strike 3. So the Cubs do nothing against Tobias Myers in the first. It's on to inning number 2, 0-0 game. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago Cubs memories are made right here with Pat, Ron, and Zach on the Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardie gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardie also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardie, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardie.com to request more information today.
Looking for a tequila that puts tradition above trends? Raise a glass of Lunazul. Lunazul tequila is made with 100% Blue Weber agave and no extras. No celebrity endorsements, no vanilla additives. Just real, authentic flavor that's sure to make a statement. Because great tequila speaks for itself. And those who know, look to Luna. Luna Azul Tequila, Bardstown, Kentucky. 40% alcohol by volume. Think wisely, drink wisely.
This summer, enjoy less doggy paddle and more paddle shifter. Less summer heat and more wind in your hair. Less belly flop and more heart-racing sensations. Find more thrills this summer at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Get offers on our select exhilarating vehicles. But hurry, the opportunity ends September 3rd. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Second inning, no score. Javier Assad will go to work on Jackson Chourio. Chourio had a homer and 3 RBIs yesterday in Minnesota as the Brewers finished a 2-game sweep over the Twins, winning by a score of 8-7. Chourio hitting .253. He's a rookie, just a young guy, 20 years old. Swing and a miss, the count 1-1. But the Brewers thought enough of his potential and current ability to sign him to a long deal for about 8 years. And he'll still only be 28 at the end of that deal.
Right. Talking earlier today in the manager's office with Craig Counsell, saying all of a sudden this is the guy that is starting to emerge and be dynamic.
Bouncer to third, 1 hop to Mastroboni. Quick throw to first gets him. That young guy can get down the line in a hurry.
Well, and that's the thing. He's athletic. He's got, great bat speed. He's figuring out, hitting here in the big leagues, which is no easy task. And, when you hit a little chopper, a routine 1 hopper to third, and it's bang, bang at first, from the right side, that guy is getting it down the line.
Rhys Hoskins had the game-winning homer yesterday in Minnesota. Hoskins struggling overall, hitting .216, but he always poses that power threat. 15 home runs, 48 driven in. The big man swings and misses on a slow curveball. 0-2. No score, second inning. Hoskins slightly open stance. Assad with that simple windup delivers. The ball is hit in the air to right. It's got routine written all over it for Seiya Suzuki. That's out number 2. Scoreless game, second inning for Joey Ortiz.
Now, good job by Javi so far. Pitch starts out in the outside corner, and for the hitter, you're not quite sure because he throws to that side of the plate so much. And I know Hoskins was thinking that ball might come back towards him, and it ended up being a slider. Excellent pitch to get the routine fly ball.
Check swing foul back by Ortiz. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your clubhouse into a Cubs house with Cubbies Blue, Wrigley Field Green, or Marquee Red. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Assad. First inning was powered by Invesco QQQ. Tomorrow's innovation awaits. With Invesco QQQ, let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. And the 0-2. Just a little bit low and outside. Cubs winning yesterday. They need to keep winning on a very regular basis. They find themselves part of a logjam. Grounded to first. Diving stop by Bush. Great play. Runs over, steps on the bag. Good play by Michael Bush. Cubs find themselves 3.5 games behind the Mets right now for that final National League wild card spot. 3 up, 3 down. Excellent play by Bush. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. 0-0 game. Cubs and Brewers on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game all season long right here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Discover you in Hamilton County, Indiana. Discover the artist, the foodie, the adventurer, and the kid in you too. Discover all of you, all in one place. World-class music and art, local food, brews, and spirits, endless bike trails, and other thrilling outdoor adventures. Discover you in Hamilton County, Indiana. It's closer than you think. Plan your getaway at visithamiltoncounty.com.
Why settle for ordinary when you could have extraordinary? Why trade off when you could trade up? Why chase your dreams when you could drive them? Find your dream car with L certified by Lexus with an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Experience amazing exclusively at your Lexus dealer. Click the banner to discover more.
Call 800-USA-LEXUS or see your participating dealer for warranty, maintenance, and offer details.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Mi embarazo con Maya fue normal. Todo estuvo bien hasta que nació. La cadera dislocada, que ya a lo mejor traía consecuencias en la cabeza. El hospital Shiner me dio mucha esperanza. Yo siento que Mayita todavía tiene mucho que vivir y que hacer. Todo va a estar bien, gracias a los hospitales de Shiner.
Gracias. Por favor, visita moreshiners.org hoy.
On Tuesday, July 23rd, the Cubs special ticket offers page will feature 3 different University Cubs cap collaborations, including Indiana, Purdue, and Notre Dame. Get your limited edition caps only through cubs.com/specials. Pat?
Zach, thank you. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Ian Happ swings at the first pitch and bounces one out to second base. Routine for Terang. 1 pitch, 1 down, and Mike Tuchman coming up.
Little cut fastball. That one didn't break a lot. Started out away and just kind of darted down a little bit right at the end, and Happer just rolled over the top of that one. And that's one thing about Myers. He does have great movement on his pitch very late.
Tuchman looks at a strike. Second inning sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Remember, on Southwest, 2 bags fly free. Fastball just missing outside. The Cubs count on Granger to keep beautiful Wrigley Field running. To get the products you need, call clickgranger.com or stop by. Granger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. Inside to Tuchman, 2-1. Scoreless game, second inning. Off speed and down low, 3-1. 3-1. What are you thinking here?
You're looking fastball, especially looking hard. Let's say fastball cutter. I would, and the one thing about Myers is most of his pitches move in towards the left-handed hitter. I would be thinking middle half in, and I'd be looking to drive a ball to right center.
He's taking down low for ball 4. Tuchman becomes the Cubs' first base runner of the evening. Scoreless game, second inning, 1 down, and the batter, Dansby Swanson.
Good at bat from Michael. Did not chase that fastball down. That one did have a little bit of cutting action to it coming in towards him, but it was low. Michael always does a great job of not chasing balls out of the zone.
Dansby Swanson checks in. Dansby swings and fouls it back. Walks by opposing pitcher, sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. I always seem to hear a little breeze blowing through our booth when I'm reading that commercial. Maybe I just imagine
it. Not quite sure.
I think you're more sure than you realize.
Could be.
Swanson with a count of 0-1. Sometimes it comes from the back row also. From either Zach Zaidman or Paul Zarang. Mainly Zach. Here comes the 0-1 stretch. And the pitch to Swanson, a swing and a miss, 0-2. But it's nice to have satisfied customers. I've always said that.
I couldn't agree more. Particularly with that specific read.
We'll read it again after another base on balls. Here's a swing and a foul off to the right and out of play. It says twice a game. We are negotiating, hoping to read it 4 or 5 times again next year.
There you go.
Zach says I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a pop fly, shallow center. Terang out, Mitchell in. Terang makes the catch. He's a very good second baseman. He makes all the plays, and even some that you're surprised that he makes.
Yeah, he went out and got that one. Mitchell did not get a good break on that ball at all in center. He broke back, and then that ball was out, into the outfield quite a ways. But Terang with great speed, he just, eliminates some of the mistakes for a young outfielder because he's just got such great range going out and getting the ball.
Mastroboni hitting 207, left-handed batter facing Tobias Myers. First pitch to Miles is a strike. We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. I'll go ahead and get us started with 38,983. Miles takes low and inside. It's 1-1.
I'll say 36,000.
A little lower than I would have thought.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see many empty seats around. You seem rather serene and confident with that guess. Here's a chopper to first. Fielded by Hoskins, runs over, steps on the bag, and that ends the inning. Cubs don't score. It's on to the third. 0-0 game. Cubs and Brewers on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for Cubs baseball all season long. This is the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Moving day means you're in for a big transition. CubeSmart makes self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, we put the focus on you. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Save a little more this month. Chime checking accounts have features like fee-free overdraft up to $200 with SpotMe and no monthly fees. Open your account in minutes at chime.com/goals24. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Hi, I'm Steve Malman. Most auto injury lawyers will tell you they don't get paid until you win, but they still gotta win. At Malman Law, we win 95% of our cases. Call 888-MALMAN-LAW or visit malmanlaw.com.
The third inning is sponsored by Grainger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley Field. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. My attendance guest, guys, is 37,500. And our engineer, the Maestro Paul Zarang, going with 38,222.
First pitch, third inning, bounce to the right side off the bat of Garrett Mitchell. Fielded by Horner, over to first. One pitch, one away. 0-0 game, third inning, and the batter is Bryce Terang.
Well, when Javi's getting some routine outs, just that fastball, and he's just getting some, routine ground balls and some easy fly balls. That fastball is working. Double plays turned by the Cubs tonight. They're sponsored by Nissan as that pitch in for a strike. They make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today at Nissan.
Terang struck out looking to begin the ball game. He swings and pokes it foul out of play. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. And the pitch to Terang. Popped up foul and back out of play. First of 3 against Milwaukee. Another night game tomorrow. Same time as this evening, 7:05. And then a day game on Wednesday at 1:20. Go to CUBS.com for ticket info. Final meetings of the year between the Cubs and Brewers, and it's still July.
Yeah.
Seems a little odd to me.
Yeah, it definitely does. And then to boot, we go on the road for 6 ball games with an off day right before we go, and then come home, play the Cardinals, and then that's the end of the Cardinals for the year.
By August the 4th, the Cubs will be done with St. Louis. Right you are, Ron. Swing and a miss. Terang strikes out for the second time. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. Those are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. 0-0 game, 3rd inning for William Contreras. He hits one high in the air, lofting it foul down the right field line and back out of play. Well, with the new schedule where you play all of the American League teams, either in your park or their park, in a 3-game series, you have to shave off some other games within your own league, and in particular in your own division. And that's why the competition between the Cubs and Milwaukee and the Cardinals will finish so soon compared to years past.
There are some very good to the new schedule, and I won't deny that. But there's also some things that, in this regard that we're talking about, I'm not a fan of. I am not a fan of not playing the teams in your division as the season winds down. That pitch just misses. Yeah, there was something about over the last years, and we'd play St. Louis and Milwaukee to finish out the year. You know, you'd be in July looking back at that, looking ahead at the calendar going, boy, this is going to be something in September. And we just don't have that now.
Yeah, I miss that too, Ron. Absolutely. And, you know, you always think about your rivals, which are great for the fans in both cities. They're great television ratings, radio ratings, and well attended always. And it just would seem to make sense. You'd want them at the most dramatic time of the year, which is right toward the end. Here's a swing and a foul back. And, you know, Giants, Dodgers, they should always be playing on the final 2 weekends.
I would agree.
Yankees, Red Sox, same thing. They should be. Cubs, Cardinals, or Cubs, Brewers, same thing. Here's the 1-2. That's just my opinion. Breaking ball is outside. It's 2-2.
Pretty good slider there from Assad. That one fooled Contreras big time, but just missed the outside corner by less than the width of a baseball.
And now the 2-2 to Contreras is low and outside. Television ratings for postseason games are always a big deal for Major League Baseball in terms of finance, ratings, and all of that. And it would just make sense that you'd try to build up as much interest before that period of time as you possibly could. Now the 3-2 to William Contreras. And it's taken high for ball 4. Contreras is on for the second time. He doubled in the first. Cubs baseball brought to you by Stella Blue Coffee. We thank Stella Blue and Barstool Big Cat for being the official coffee sponsor of Cubs Radio. Delicious coffees. Big Cat Blend, Electric Avenue, Positive Vibes, all kinds of great coffee from Stella Blue. With each purchase of Stella Blue coffee, proceeds go to PAWS Chicago, PAWS, helping pets in the Chicagoland area. That's a great cause. Yelich looking at a ball low and inside. You can pick up Stella Blue coffee at a variety of locations, in particular Mariano's, Jewel, Pick and Save, the Metro Market, or you can order online at StellaBlueCoffee.com or Amazon Prime. Swing and a miss by Yelich, 1-1.
Well, once again, excellent two-seam fastball by Assad. That's that inside heater we were talking about at the beginning of the broadcast. And when them lefties get up there, they know they've got to be aware of that fastball inside. going to start out off the plate in and dart to the inside corner.
Toss to first, not in time. Still some daylight at Wrigley. Beautiful day in the Chicagoland area. Not too hot, not too humid. Might have gotten up to 80 degrees in some parts. It was 76 at game time. Inside for a ball. 76. That would not be a bad temp every day of the year for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, very little humidity in the city today. Coming in from downtown, going along the lake, it was just gorgeous.
Yelich looks at a ball down low. Now you got an issue here, Ron. You're 3-1 on a dangerous hitter. What do you throw?
Well, you got to be aware. So if you're going to go inside, you got to make sure that you start that ball in off the plate and just catch the inside corner. To me, against Yelich, you'd want that ball to be up a little bit. He does his damage down in it.
Yelich takes high. That's ball 4. After 2 are out and nobody on, back-to-back walks issued by Assad, and now he has to face the tough Willie Adames with 2 men on, and Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, heads to the mound.
I think it goes back to 2 things. One, the double from Contreras, and then him being a little cautious on what he was throwing Contreras, and he ended up walking Contreras. Then he got behind and just missed a couple times early in the at the Yelich, and then did not want to give in to Yelich and end up being down 2-0.
Assad making his second start since returning from the injured list. Had a forearm issue that caused him to miss between the 23rd of June and the 13th of July. Had no decision against the Cardinals on the 13th of July in St. Louis. Worked only 2 1/3. Gave up 7 hits and 3 earned runs. Walked a couple. Now the pitch to Willie Adames. Curveball is outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Javi in that last start, as you guys were broadcasting that game, watching, just didn't have the command of that 2-seam fastball that he usually does. Just left a few too many pitches in the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 pop fly foul off to the right, out of play. Adames does not get cheated on his swings. You get the feeling he's trying to hit a long drive with every cut.
Yeah, I would agree. He's a big kid, too. He's 6'1", and he's listed at 219. He might even be a little bigger than that. When you think about that as a shortstop, that's a big guy.
Breaking ball is down low, 2-1. You're always a little nervous when you've walked a couple, and now your pitch count in the inning starts to climb. He's probably around 25 pitches in this inning. And now the 2-1 to Adames. Swing and a miss. Excellent off-speed pitch. Adames way out in front. And the count now 2-2. What would you like here, Ron?
I like the same pitch. You as you said, Adames way out in front. I think you go back to that slider, but you've got to make sure that it's away. If you're going to throw it for a strike, it's got to be on the corner or off the plate away.
And the 2-2, just outside, ball 3. He's already walked back-to-back hitters. Now he is 3-2 on the dangerous Adames with Sal Frelick on deck. The runners take their leads, and the 3-2. It's outside and low for ball 4. 3 consecutive walks. After 2 were down and nobody on, and now Sal Frelick, a left-handed hitter coming up.
Pretty uncharacteristic for Assad. He is definitely a guy that you would say has good command. You know, he'll walk a couple guys in an outing, but you know, it's more so to pitch around somebody that he just doesn't want to give into. And in this inning now, after 2 quick outs, 3 straight walks.
Frelick takes up and in, ball 1. Frelick, not a big power guy, but a good solid hitter at 273. 2 home runs, 20 driven in. Bases full of Brewers with 2 down, no score, third inning. And the 1-0. High for ball 2. Assad tossing that ball out of play. Now you can't even afford to be nibbling on a corner run, can you, with 2-0?
No, you got to throw a strike. This is one of those things where you got to make a good pitch and hope he hits it at somebody.
Frelick bluffing a bunt, surprisingly, takes high, ball 3. Now that surprised me that the number 5 hitter would be bluffing a bunt on the 2-0 pitch.
I think he was just looking to mess with Assad's concentration is all I was thinking he was doing.
Here's the 3-0, and that's going to be a strike. 3-1. Contreras leads at third, Yelich at second, Adames at first. And the 3-1 on the way. Strike 2 call. Traveling time for the runners. The fans sensing the importance of this moment, they start to stand at Wrigley. Let's see if Assad can get out of it. The payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. Swanson's got it. Throws to first. He got him. Good play by Dansby. It was not routine. He was over near second, had to run over, make a backhand stop, and then an off-balance sidearm throw, and he got him with a great play. No runs, no hits. The Brewers lead 3, and at the end of 2.5, 0-0 game. Cubs and Milwaukee on the Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Jameson Tyone. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
How did Ella make her way to the top? It all started with one smart decision. She test drove a certified used truck from her local Ford dealer. It was inspected, backed by a Ford warranty, and fit her budget. A Carfax report was the cherry on top. Soon, a pinch of confidence became a truckload of ambition. Cupcakes became customers. Customers became regulars.
Hola.
Turns out, Ella's next great investment was herself. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you. See dealer for full program and limited warranty details.
Mi embarazo con Maya fue normal. Todo estuvo bien hasta que nació. La cadera dislocada, que ya a lo mejor traía consecuencias en la cabeza. El hospital Shriners me dio mucha esperanza. Yo siento que Mayita todavía tiene mucho que vivir y que hacer. Todo va a estar bien, gracias a los hospitales de Shriners.
Gracias. Por favor, visita moreshiners.org hoy.
O'Reilly. Don't miss out on summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 15% off a set of Brake Best Select, Select Pro, or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Restore quality braking and improve stopping performance with parts and advice from the professional parts people. Save money now when you visit O'Reilly Auto Parts or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Miguel Amaya is on deck. Who's on Deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at OnDeck.com. Pat?
Miguel Amaya leads off the Cubs' third inning. 0-0 game. Tobias Myers pitch. Line drive to short. Bobbled by Adames. That's going to be a base hit, I would think. A liner right in front of the shortstop. Adames kind of leaned back, trying to buy an extra fraction of a second to make the reaction, and had the ball kick off of his glove and roll over toward the hole. I'm going to call that a base hit. How about you, Ron?
Yeah, it's a bullet hit right at him, and it kind of ate him up. You know, it's one of those balls that's in between hop, and it's right at your belt buckle. Where do you put the glove to try to catch it? And it scalded at you.
And now the pitcher, Myers, stumbles on his delivery and falls. He never delivered the pitch. That's the easiest balk call that these umpires will ever make in their careers.
I got a feeling we will see that a few more times this evening after the game if you're watching highlights. Oh,
Myers, he just lost his balance.
Yeah.
And fell on his backside.
Yeah.
They're asking him, "Are you okay?" He'll say, "Yes, all except for my pride."
Yeah, there's that. Now, the one thing in that, we're all watching the pitcher, but Pete Crow Armstrong showed bunt. So now Milwaukee's defense is playing in with nobody out and a man at second.
Crow Armstrong tried to bunt it and missed it. That was a sacrifice attempt. Crow Armstrong hitting 189. Cubs have a man at second, Miguel Amaya, nobody out, third inning. Crowd still kind of buzzing after that move by Tobias Myers. Armstrong fouls this one away, 0-2.
Now, I'm going to ask you an awfully personal question, but after 11 years of doing this together, we've kind of come to the conclusion there's not much with some of the reads we have that's off limits. Did you ever have a moment like that at San Jose State on a basketball court where you just kind of fell or something like that?
Here's a high fly ball, shallow left. Adamas out, Chorio in, and makes the catch. And that's out number one. I think I've told you there was this one story. I did not start, Ron. The ball gets in, and it gets by the second baseman, but no advance by Amaya. I was like, 8th or 9th man on the team, so I didn't start. I remember one game I didn't get in the first half. Finally, in the second half, with about 5 minutes to go, I got in.
Right.
And the first play, I'm right-handed. I find myself in the left-handed lane. I get a perfect pass, go up for the layup, and the ball, I start juggling the ball halfway through my jump and my shot. Here's a swing and a foul. And I lost control of the ball. I flipped it up at the last second. It hit the bottom of the board, came down, hit me in the forehead, and bounced out of bounds. So that was similar to what we just saw.
That would be one of them. Yep. Yeah. I understand.
I'm so proud to tell that story again. Thank you.
What are partners for?
Here's the pop-up foul down the right field line, and this is going to be out of play. I could actually hear people belly laughing in the crowd.
I did one of those where I had right at the beginning of the game, I was in the minor leagues, and you know how they spray the infield dirt, so it's still tacky. Well, I hit a ball in the right center gap, and I'm 2 outs, nobody on. I'm hitting third, and I'm going to stretch a single into a double.
Nico Horner waiting. He hits a fly ball to left, shallow, playable. Chorio coming in, and the shortstop, Adamas, with good range all the way out into medium deep left field near the line, makes the catch. Holding at second is Amaya. That's out number 2. No score, third inning. And the batter, Michael Bush.
Yeah, but I did one of those where I wasn't quite sure because of the throw coming in if I was going to hook slide or dive, and I got caught in between and never did make it to the bag. No. I came up about 3 feet short, stuck in the mud in second base, and was out. And I would have been safe if I'd have just slid right in. But I was not. And that was not good.
But it sounds like you gave it a good effort.
We can go with that.
Sliding on a wet field, it's almost never going to have a happy ending.
Well, in the grass, you at least keep sliding. In the dirt, you just kind of stick, and that was the problem.
Line drive, base hit to center. This is going to drive in the run. Amaya comes in to score. Michael Bush delivers. Cubs lead 1-0. A 2-out run-scoring single by Michael Bush, his 37th run batted in. And the Cubs lead 1-0.
Big swing of the bat for the Cubs and for Michael Bush. As we talked about, Myers, if you're ready to hit, there are times he's going to give you a pitch to hit. This is a fastball about mid-thigh, right in the middle of the plate, and Bushy just turns this one right around and whacks this one back to the middle and drives into Cubs' first run. As you said, Pat, Amaya scores easily from second.
So the balk is costly for Tobias Myers. Here is Seiya Suzuki fouling it away off to the right out of play. Nothing like those 2-out clutch run-scoring base hits.
Yeah.
And you always hope that one leads to several. Sometimes they do. Bush is running. The pitch is outside. Throw to second base. Not in time. Bush stole that one much more on the pitcher Myers than he did on the throw by Contreras.
Yeah, Myers really not paying any attention to Bush at first. And he's slow to the plate with a high leg kick. Kicks that front knee way up. Bushy takes off, gets a good jump, but he steals this base easily.
Let's see if Suzuki can drive in a run. The pitch to Seiya, fouled away. It's a good time to run when you think about it. I think Myers probably still a little bit shaken up or embarrassed after stumbling and falling on the mound. Then he gives up the RBI single to Bush, so he's reached another level of agitation. That was a good time to run. Here's the 0-2. Down low for a ball, 1-2.
And stolen bases by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Turo. For every stolen base this season, a Turo Tire will make a donation to Keeping Families Covered. That's the Turo Tire.
Suzuki waiting for the 1-2 pitch from Myers. And it's a fastball, strike 3 call. Cubs got a run on 2 hits. They leave 1, and at the end of 3, Cubs 1, Milwaukee nothing. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for Cubs baseball all season long. This is the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Moving day means that you and the things that matter to you are in for a big transition. There's a lot to figure out. New closets, different counter space, change of floor plan. No worries. CubeSmart is here, so you have a place for everything. It's our job to make self-storage as easy as possible. Online or in person, this is a self-storage experience that puts the focus on you because you matter to us. With self-storage that fits seamlessly into your life, you'll have plenty of peace of mind to unpack along the way. Click now to find a self-storage solution near you.
Why settle for ordinary when you could have extraordinary? Why trade off when you could trade up? Why chase your dreams when you could drive them? Find your dream car with L certified by Lexus with an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Experience amazing exclusively at your Lexus dealer. Click the banner to discover more.
Call 800-USA-LEXUS or see your participating dealer for warranty, maintenance, and offer details.
The out-of-town scoreboard is fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Top of the 9th inning, the Tigers leading the Guardians 7-1. It's the Pirates on top of the Cardinals 2-1 now. Bottom of the 8th inning, O'Neal Cruz with an RBI single. Mets lead the Marlins 5-3 after 8. Francisco Lindor hitting his 18th home run. The Reds a 4-0 lead over the Braves. They're in the top of the 7th. Ellie De La Cruz with an RBI triple.
Jackson Churiozak leading off the 4th inning for Milwaukee. Has the count of 1-1. Cubs lead 1-0. High fly ball to center in the twilight. Pete Crow Armstrong says, I see it, and I've got it. And that's out number 1. What else you got, Zach?
One final on the board, Pat. The Yankees had 9-1 drubbing of the Rays. Juan Soto going deep twice for the Bronx Bombers.
How many home runs does Soto have now?
A lot. I'll get you the exact number momentarily.
Here is Rhys Hoskins.
Good answer.
It was quick.
Yeah.
Not real precise, but quick. Here's a breaking ball outside for a ball. First of 3 against Milwaukee. Cubs are 4-6 against the Brewers for the year. They took 2 out of 3 here at Wrigley, but really had a tough time up at American Family Field. They're done with their competition in Wisconsin, where they were 2-5 in the 7 games.
And this fourth inning, sponsored by Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking.
Again, Assad making only his second appearance since being on the injured list with that forearm issue.
By the way, Soto has 25 home runs this season.
So that's a pretty good total before the end of July.
That qualifies as a lot.
Sure does. Hoskins takes ball 4 inside. It is a base on balls before Joey Ortiz bats. 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Your headquarters for Cubs Talk. It's the Mullen Haw Show, mornings 5:30 to 10 on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
1-0 the difference. An RBI single by Michael Busch in the Cubs' third inning. Throw to first, not in time. Diving back in is Hoskins. RBIs by Cubs batters. Sponsored by Old National Bank, where results and relationships matter. Ortiz robbed on a good play by Busch his first time. Takes down low, 1-0. They'll run a very special day in Cooperstown, New York yesterday. Hall of Fame induction day. And quite a cast were inducted. Adrian Beltre, Joe Mauer. Here's the pitch low and outside. Todd Helton and Jim Leland. Good solid class.
Yeah, absolutely. Adrian Beltre was a teammate of mine in Los Angeles my last year in the big leagues in 2003, and he was a young third baseman, Pat, and still trying to figure his way around the big leagues. But, boy, you knew this guy had some kind of talent and some kind of strength. Really good third baseman as a young guy in the league and big-time pop in his bat, and, boy, did he have some career. And a great, great guy.
Joe Mauer from the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Grew up in nearby St. Paul,
That's correct.
And then was a twin and was it a 3-time batting champion, I believe?
3-time batting champion as a catcher. And, I got to know Joe broadcasting for the Twins when I retired from playing. I had played 7 years in Minnesota and then broadcast there, for the 10 years that Joe was playing for the Twins. And you what a talented guy, talented athlete, and just a great young guy. You couldn't have had a better candidate for the Minnesota Twins to pick first in the draft and be able to pick their first pick, a kid right from the cities. But he had some career. So congratulations to all those guys. We both have been around Jimmy Leland a long time and played against Todd Helton.
Ortiz will take ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by Assad. Let's see if Craig Counsell makes a change. Assad walked 3 in the third. Got out of it without being scored upon. And now here comes Counsell after this second walk. That means he's walked 5 of the last 7 batters. And Assad disappointed. He wanted to go 5 if possible, but he's not going to make it.
Yeah, that last pitch that he threw to walk Ortiz was a good pitch. That one had a lot of strike zone and just missed by the home plate umpire, Gabe Morales.
He will leave with a 1-0 lead. He cannot qualify for the win. He didn't work 5 innings. But we will have a new man coming in. That's Drew Smiley. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products. Siding with the Cubs, James Hardy. Nice to have a gang from James Hardy up here tonight, and they came by the booth to say hello, and we want to thank them again for being with us on Cubs Radio. Pitching change coming up. Smiley in. Assad leaves. 1-0 Cubs in the fourth on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This summer, get away in the Hyundai you've always wanted at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get the hottest deals of the season on many of our award-winning Hyundai models, which all come with America's best warranty. But get going, because these deals won't last. Add more joy to your journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease the Tucson for $229 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Hurry in to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end July 31st. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. Log into your BetMGM sports account, then visit your promotions section to access the free-to-play game. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Illinois only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market and expire 24 hours from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB2 53342 in partnership with Paradise Hotel Casino.
League leaders are sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development. Stephen Kwan leads the majors in batting average, hitting at .341. Aaron Judge, 35 home runs and 89 RBIs, both leading the big leagues. Ellie De La Cruz of the Reds, 49 stolen bases. Pat?
Yes, quite a few as we resume action now. Drew Smiley, the pitcher, facing the left-handed batting Garrett Mitchell. First pitch outside. Smiley inheriting runners at first and second. One away. Fourth inning. Cubs lead 1-0. Lefty to lefty, the 1-0 to Mitchell. Line drive, base hit to right over a leaping Bush. Advancing to third and holding there is the runner Hoskins. Hoskins had to hold up thinking Bush might make a leaping catch. And that loads the bags with one away. Back to the top of the order for Bryce Terang.
I really think with this single, once this ball gets over Bush's head, I think third base coach is going to send Hoskins. I really do. And I don't think Hoskins was interested in scoring. I think he was going into third, kind of slowing down a little bit and just kind of, shutting it down. He wasn't, and maybe with one out, that's the way it is. But, in these close ball games, boy, a run means so much.
Terang takes inside. Terang struck out twice against Javier Assad. Now he faces the left-hander Drew Smiley. Infield back. Bases loaded. One down. And the 1-0 to Terang. Poked foul off to the left out of play.
Well, you can see Terang really trying to shoot this ball the other way. A little frustrated with himself. He got a pitch out over the plate. That's in his wheelhouse to hit that ball through that shortstop position. Swanson playing more up the middle. He just fouled it off.
And the 1-1. Check swing, high and inside, ball 2.
Well, you don't see too many guys. He uses that odd handle or knob on the bat, which is like twice the size of a normal knob, and now he is up from that a good 2 or 3 inches. You don't see guys choke up too much anymore.
Grounded sharply to first. Bush has it, throws home. There's one, and that's all. Bush didn't hesitate, got the lead man on the throw to the plate. 3-2 on the putout. Amaya didn't see anyone else as a candidate to retire, so he wisely held on to the ball, just made sure the one thing. And so now the bases remain loaded, but now there are 2 down, and the batter, William Contreras.
Yeah, it's one of those plays you got options. This ball's hit sharply right at Michael. He can wheel and throw to second and try to turn the double play, but you have to remember who's running at the plate, and Terang runs very well.
Contreras swings at a knuckle curve and doesn't get it. Contreras, 56 runs batted in, second on the team behind Adames, who has 67. And now the 0-1 from Smiley. Another knuckle curve. This one is down low. 1-1.
But Contreras has kind of flinched and has gone after both of them. He just barely held back on that last one, and it was down right at shoot tops.
And the next pitch. Poke foul out of play. 1-2. What do you like here, Ron?
I like the knuckle curve. Now you're ahead 1-2. Just keep throwing it somewhere around ankle high where it ends up and see if you can get Contreras in one of these next couple pitches to chase one of them.
Outfield deep and straight away. This guy's got some power. And now the 1-2 from Smiley. Breaking ball just missed. He went with the knuckle curve, tried to hit the outside corner, and it was outside. It was a good call by the home plate umpire, Gabe Morales. And the 2-2 now on the way. Outside, ball 3, another close pitch.
Yeah, that one was even closer than the pitch before. But to your point, Gabe Morales was right on both occasions. Both of those pitches were wide.
Fans are standing at Wrigley. And the 3-2. Hit on the ground at third. Glove cleanly by Mastroboni. Throws to first to get him. Good play by Miles Mastroboni. A hard hit ball. Miles had to move to his left quickly. Made a clean pickup, took his time, and made a good strong throw to first to retire the side. Brewers don't score. They leave the bases loaded for the second straight inning. And after 3.5, it remains Cubs 1, Milwaukee nothing. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer are Chicago Sound of Summer on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
This summer, enjoy less tan lines and more dashed white lines. Less theme park lines and more instantaneous power. Less behind the desk and more behind the wheel. Find the one for you this summer at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Get offers on select Lexus electrified vehicles. But hurry, the opportunity ends September 3rd. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
If you're an adult with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, you have options with Entyvio. For maintenance therapy, you and your doctor can choose between intravenous infusion or the Entyvio pen, a self-administered injection under the skin you can take at home or on the go. Discover your options at Entyvio.com. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Ask your healthcare provider about Entyvio.
Parkins and Spingel talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday afternoon from 2 to 6 on 670 The Score and the Odyssey app. Huh?
Cubs lead 1-0. Zach, thank you, as Ian Happ will take a strike from Tobias Myers. Cubs getting their run in the third. Michael Busch, a 2-out run-scoring single, driving in Miguel Amaya. Swing and a miss by Happ. Looking around some of the info around baseball, I see where 3-time Cy Young Award winner Clayton Kershaw will make his first start of the year this Thursday against the Giants. Happ swings and misses at a high fastball. That's out number 1. Bad news for the Braves yesterday. 2 major injuries occurred on the same day. Ozzie Albies suffered a left wrist fracture and is out for 8 weeks. It takes him well into September. And left-hander Max Fried, one of the aces of their staff, on the 15-day injured list with a forearm nerve inflammation.
Wow.
So there's no real telling exactly how long he'll be out, but it's for at least 15 days. Mike Tauchman will take a strike. Tauchman had a base on balls his first time. Cardinals have lost their game to the Pirates, 2-1 in Pittsburgh. Swinging a foul back. We mentioned the Cardinals were the closest to Milwaukee at the start of the night. They were 5 games off the pace. Cubs begin the night 10 games out. Playing game number 102, 60 ball games after this one. You really have to be involved in the game, Ron, to appreciate how many baseball games there are.
Isn't that the truth?
because we've seen so many things happen. I mean, 60 games, a lot of things can happen in 60 games.
Absolutely.
Both good and bad.
Yeah.
So to be 10 games back, you'd rather not be there. You'd rather be much closer. But you're not done yet.
No, by no means.
Fastball is in there for a strike. Talkman ran halfway to first before he realized that Gabe Morales called it a strike.
Usually the home plate umpire isn't all that keen on that and takes his mask off and may say something to the hitter, but I don't know what you quite say. I think Talkman was probably embarrassed, and so was Gabe Morales.
Here's a liner foul down the right field line.
I did not see a replay. I was just like confused, I guess you might say, which happens quite frequently, but he went halfway down to first and had to come back. I didn't understand what was going on there at the beginning.
3-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball, base hit, left field. The old saying is a walk is as good as a hit, except when you're considering your batting average.
Yeah. That's I've never heard a guy say I'd rather walk than get a hit, ever. But Talkman with a line drive single through the left side, so that's good job by Michael, and good to see him back playing now regularly. They're missing some time. That leg injury. Sorry, Pat.
It's all right. Dansby Swanson checks in. Dansby hits a big chop foul toward third. Swanson with a very nice defensive play to end the third inning. Remember, the bases were loaded, and Sal Frelick hit a bouncer where Dansby had to run over, make a backhanded stop, and without setting the feet, made the sidearm running throw across his body back to first.
Yeah, that throw, the catch was difficult. The throw was, 10 out of 10 in difficulty, and he made a great throw.
Cubs really do need some offense out of Dansby. He's more than capable.
Yeah. I think Dansby, in watching the way teams are pitching him now, they're wearing out the outside corner against Swanson. He's going to have to give in a little bit and just start using the other side of the field. If he can do that, then all of a sudden, and use that big hole like right now he's got on the right side, if he can kind of give up the left field side of the park and use right field for 3 or 4 games, all of a sudden, he's going to start having a little success and getting some base hits.
Swanson hits a chopper back to the mound. The throw to second. Bad throw. Cubs get a break. The ball goes into center field. Talkman goes to third. Tobias Myers hurried his throw and threw it high and behind the second baseman, Turang. It clanked off his glove and landed in shallow center field. That'll be E1. And the Cubs get a big break. First and third, one away, and the batter now, Miles Mastrobuoni.
That's one of those plays where Myers wanted to turn a double play so bad that he wanted to be quick. And pitchers don't make throws like that. Infielders do. They practice those day after day after day. Pitchers throw from a set position and wind up. Myers tried to be an infielder on that play and just launched it into center field way up behind the guy at second base, and not even close. And now the Cubs with another scoring chance.
Miles Mastrobuoni, the batter. Brewers keep the infield back. Cubs trying to add to their 1-0 lead. And the pitch to Miles is taken down low. The corner infielders are shallow. Ortiz in on the grass at third, guarding against a possible bunt, and Hoskins holding the runner Swanson at first. Myers, of course, working out of the stretch with men at first and third, and the 1-0 pitch. Mastrobuoni fouls it away. What's your hitting approach here, Ron?
I think for Mastrobuoni, the thing you don't want to do is roll over that ground ball. You don't want to hit it into the double play. So for me, if you're getting a pitch out over the plate, you want to dial into that left center gap. And if you can dial in there and get a ball elevated, you're at least going to drive in a run with a sac fly.
Swing and a miss. The count 1-2. The swing did kind of look like he was aiming toward left and left center.
Yeah, he got the pitch away. The only issue was it was just up a little bit.
Now Myers takes an extra second or two. Picks up the rosin bag. Swanson at first. Safe on E1. Tauchman, after his single, went to third on the throwing error. And now Mastroboni strikes out swinging, and that's out number 2. So it's up to Miguel Amaya. Miguel quietly has been one of the hottest Cubs hitters here in the last 4 or 5 games. 10 hits in his last 18 at-bats. He singled his first time tonight and scored the game's only run. Let's see if he can come through again.
And he's got a big hole on the right side of the diamond. He has been using the other side of the field at times also.
Cubs leading 1-0 over Milwaukee, 4th inning.
Watch for Dansby to take off. Myers very slow to the plate.
Amaya takes a strike. Fly balls might be a little hard to see. We are right in the twilight hour. Myers preparing for the 0-1. Here it comes. Way outside. Tauchman trying to stay loose over at third and alert for anything that might get by the catcher, Contreras. Swanson a short lead at first. The 1-1, a breaking ball low and away. So he just missed on a breaking ball. It's 2-1. I'm looking for a fastball in the zone here.
I would agree.
The 2-1. Outside, ball 3, a cutter. Now it's 3-1.
Myers looked like he kind of aimed that last one. He didn't really cut that pitch loose.
And the set for the 3-1. Fouled away. Amaya with a count of 3-2. Slight advantage, Cubs. Swanson will be moving at first. For that reason, Hoskins plays behind the runner. No need to hold him when he's going to be moving. Michael Busch RBI single is the difference in the game. And Amaya takes high ball 4. They're loaded. So a big moment has arrived. Pete Crow Armstrong is due up for the Cubs. And there'll be a momentary delay as Chris Hook, the pitching coach, will head to the mound. This is probably to give Myers a little breather more than anything else.
I would agree. Yep, he made the mistake, threw the ball away into center field, then a walk, and you're like, well, let's just kind of slow things down here a little bit. And watched by opposing pitchers. They're sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers, reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com.
You seem to enjoy reading that commercial, and let me just say, that's one of the best reads at that particular spot that I've heard.
It's, you know what? It's second to Zach Zaidman's.
I'll go along with that. As long as I'm in third place in this discussion, I'm fine.
You're good with that?
Yes, I am.
Win, play, show. Pat showed it. He showed that Zach is first.
All right. Pete Crow Armstrong trying to come through. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Pete popped out to short his first time. Potential turning point at bat of the entire game. Right here. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. Boy, the right fielder, Frelick, way off the line. He's 100 feet off that right field line. They kind of bunch toward the middle.
Yeah, they're really bunching Pete Crow Armstrong in the middle of the field. He got a fastball right down the middle. Last pitch, fouled it straight back.
And this pitch gets away from the catcher. Here comes Tauchman. He will score. The other runners move up to second and third. Very good base running by Tauchman. You're on your own there, Ron. You don't have time to wait for the base coach. Instinctively, he saw that ball get away from Contreras. It rolled over toward the on-deck circle first base side. Contreras made a good throw to the pitcher, Myers covering the plate, but Totman slid in ahead of the tag.
Yeah, this is one of those plays where, when you're at third base, you got 2 outs. Your team has been struggling to get hits and score runs over the last 3 ball games. You're doing anything you can, so you want to get a really aggressive secondary lead down the line, and if that ball's in the dirt, you got to go.
Swing and a miss. Pro Armstrong is out on strikes, and the Cubs settle for 1, but they score on the wild pitch. We go to the 5th inning. It's the Cubs 2 and the Brewers nothing. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Craig Counsell here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, save 40% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Plus, free home delivery on select smart beds when you add an adjustable base. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
This summer, enjoy less sunscreen smell and more new car smell. Less sand stuck in between toes and more foot on pedal. Less suitcase packing and more cargo space. Make room for more than just memories this summer with a Lexus SUV. Find offers on select SUVs at the Lexus Golden Opportunity sales event. But hurry, the opportunity ends September 3rd. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Christian Yelich leads off the top half of the 5th inning for Milwaukee. First pitch on the way from Drew Smiley, a slow-moving knuckle curve that floats into the zone for a strike. 0-1. It's the Cubs with a 2-0 lead over the Brewers. Lefty-lefty battle as Smiley deals. Yelich looks at a ball low. The count is 1-1. Cubs struck first in the last of the 3rd. Michael Busch, a 2-out RBI single. And the Cubs added a run in the 4th on a wild pitch, the 1-1. That's in there for strike. Fastball from Smiley, 1-2 the count. Yelich is 0 for 1 with a walk this evening. He's the Brewers' designated hitter. And the pitch. Apparently that missed. Low and outside, 2-2, a knuckle curve. The next pitch is fouled off the netting to the left by Yelich. Count remains 2-2. The pitch clock is powered by Work Zone Safety. Make sure you follow Work Zone signs. It's not a game. It's the opener of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Brewers. Last series between these two this season. And the 2-2. Yelich check swing. Did he go? No swing on appeal, says the third base umpire Emil Jimenez. That pitch was at the top of the zone. And Yelich started to offer, but held up.
Close. That was close. That could have went either way. When you're hitting 320, you get that call.
I'll take your word for it. I would never know. Here comes the payoff pitch to Yelich. A ground ball fielded to his left by Mastrobuoni. Sidearm throw to first in time. 1 away. The first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. The Cubs were shifting with their defensive alignment there. So Swanson, the shortstop, was up the middle, just to the left of the bag. And Mastrobuoni was playing kind of in that shortstop area. And he was positioned beautifully to make the play. One down here in the top of the fifth. Cubs with a 2-0 lead over the Brewers. Willie Adames stands in. Ground ball hit to short. Fielded between the legs by Swanson. His throw across in time. 2 away.
Good pitch by Smiley to get another ground ball. This one, a little rollover. Good fastball outside corner. Kind of at the knees. Good pitch. Get Adames.
Here's the right fielder, Sal Frelick, left-handed batter. Cubs up 2-0 over the Brewers with 2 down here in the top of the fifth. And the pitch. Inside, backing Frelick off the plate with a fastball. 1-0. The Potawatomi Casino Hotel fifth inning. Light up your senses. Smiley, the left-hander, works on the third base side of the rubber. He rocks back, high leg kick and pitch. On the inside corner for a strike, another fastball. 1-1 to count on Frelick. Javier Assad started for the Cubs. The 1-1. Frelick hits a pop fly, shallow center field. Crow Armstrong under it and makes the catch for out number 3 as the Brewers go down in order here in the top of the fifth. Middle 5, Cubs 2, Brewers nothing on the score at the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Looking for a tequila that puts tradition above trends? Raise a glass of Lunazul. Lunazul tequila is made with 100% Blue Weber agave and no extras. No celebrity endorsements, no vanilla additives. Just real, authentic flavor that's sure to make a statement. Because great tequila speaks for itself. And those who know, look to Luna. Lunazul Tequila, Bardstown, Kentucky. 40% alcohol by volume. Think wisely, drink wisely.
Since when did the deli lead to sandwiches by default? Kretschmar meats and cheeses are trimmed and seasoned and aged to perfection. They're made to go beyond sliced bread. Skewer them alongside tropical toppings. Mix them into a sub disguised as a salad. Or bathe them in bechamel for a magnifique croque madame. Okay, that's technically a sandwich, but it's a really good sandwich. Stop making just sandwiches. Because we're Kretschmar, and we're made for more.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
On Thursday, August 1st, the Cubs take on the Cardinals at 7:05 in the evening. Up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive an Ian Happ bobblehead presented by Jewel Osco. Purchase tickets at cubs.com/tickets. I think that's one of the coolest honors you can get now as a ball player is to have a bobblehead day. We begin the bottom half of the fifth inning. Nico Horner at the plate to lead things off. Cubs up 2-0 over the Brewers. First pitch swinging and a ground ball to third. Snap backhanded by Ortiz. His throw to first dug out by Hoskins. Excellent play. Both corners for Milwaukee. 1 away.
Now fastball to Nico, and he turns this ball around. He hits a bullet to Hopper. Ortiz on the backhand side picks that second hop and then throws a low throw across the diamond, and both guys make nice plays on that smash by Nico.
Michael Busch swings and lines one into center field for a base hit. That's Busch's second single of the game. The first one put the Cubs ahead 1-0 in the third.
That's the same thing that happened in the last at-bat. Michael got a fastball in the middle of the plate, and he's ready to hit first pitch, and he lines it right back up the middle again. And that's good swings for Michael Busch in this ball game, couple of them. 2 bullets.
1 on, 1 out for the Cubs. Bottom 5, Seiya Suzuki swings and misses at a slider from Tobias Myers. Count 0-1. Cubs with a 2-0 lead over the Brewers. I mentioned Busch, the RBI single in the third. Another run came home for the Cubs in the fourth. A wild pitch. Mike Tauchman scored. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away off to the right second deck by Suzuki. who's in the hole 0-2. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. What a comfortable evening here at Wrigley Field. Temperature right in the mid-70s at first pitch. Throw to first.
Like a balk. Wow, he didn't step or disengage at all. That looked terrible. I'd like to see that one again.
Now Bush extends his lead off the first base bag. Here's the 0-2 to Suzuki. Just outside, 1-2. Myers missing with a fastball. Seiya digs in. Righty-righty matchup, and the pitch is fouled back by Suzuki. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seiya's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out swinging in the first, caught looking in the third. Powerful right-handed batter. Hits out of a crouch, extends the hands high over home plate with the bat. Now the 1-2. A bouncing ball hit to short. Fielded on a high hop by Adames to second for 1. Turang the turn to first. In time, 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the 5th inning. We head to inning number 6. The Cubs a 2-0 lead over Milwaukee on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Steve Malman. Most auto injury lawyers will tell you they don't get paid until you win. But here's the thing. They still gotta win. At Malman Law, we win 95% of our cases. And yep, you guessed it, we don't get paid until you do. Call 888-MALMAN-LAW. That's 888-MALMAN-LAW. Or visit malmanlaw.com. We'll put compensation for your injuries where it belongs, right in your pocket. Malman Law, we know what matters most.
With the trade deadline approaching, the road to October starts now. I'm Rob Bradford. Join me on Baseballs and Boring for exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes stories, and expert analysis. Follow and listen to Baseballs and Boring on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Why settle for ordinary when you could have extraordinary? Why trade off when you could trade up? Why chase your dreams when you could drive them? Find your dream car with L certified by Lexus with an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Experience amazing exclusively at your Lexus dealer. Click the banner to discover more.
Call 800-USA-LEXUS or see your participating dealer for warranty, maintenance, and offer details.
You've reached the Toyota Tacoma hotline. If you've conquered a mountain in your Tacoma and want to know if you can legally name it, press 1. For tips on removing cactus needles from your backside, press 2. Has a pack of Wolverines taken up residence in your truck bed? Press 3. If you're face to face with a mountain lion who looks like he wants to leave us a message, press 4 now.
The 2024 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant is Eric Jenkin from Chicago, who will win the Woodman's gift card jackpot of $200 if the North Sider hits a home run this inning. You can enter with the QR code at any Chicago area Woodman's. Good luck, Eric. Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant, service and savings. That's Woodman's. Pat?
Tyson Miller, long-legged, tall right-hander, the new Cubs hurler. Going to work on Jackson Churio. First pitch taken high for a ball. Very nice job by Drew Smiley. An inning and 2/3 for him. No runs. He is the pitcher of record on the positive side. Ground ball right side should be playable for Horner without too much trouble. It is. Churio bounces out. Score at 4-3. 1 down, and here's Rhys Hoskins.
Now Miller in the ball game, and you know he gives you a unique look. He's right-handed, as you said, long and lean, and pitches from that far third base side of the rubber, and then steps right at the right-handed hitter, and really can crossfire that fastball and slider.
Miller fires a strike to Hoskins. And he's done well, Ron, in his 21 games with the Cubs, a 1.59 ERA. The 0-1 to Hoskins, the former Philly, takes a strike. Breaking ball.
How about that hook? That's an inside hook. Starts out at Hoskins and breaks over the inside corner. Hoskins a little flinch before he started to swing and then just held up. Hit the corner.
Cubs got single runs in the third and fourth innings. A Michael Busch RBI single, and they scored another run on a wild pitch. Here's the ball outside. Sometimes you're on a team that you're covering, in this case the Cubs, they can achieve something, and even though we've been here every day watching every game, it still surprises you to read about it. I'll give you an example. The Cubs in the last 20 games, the Cubs bullpen collectively has the best ERA in the big leagues.
Right.
1.09.
Yeah. How about that?
I knew it was good.
Right.
I didn't realize it was quite that good. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's out number 2. But that's a pretty important number, though. If your bullpen can shut down the other guys, you're going to win a lot of games.
Well, and that goes to show you, the bullpen has been lights out here, as you just mentioned. The starting pitching has been good all year, so you've got some really good things happening.
Joey Ortiz, the batter. Ortiz has grounded out and drawn a walk. Cubs leading 2-0. We're in the 6th. Trying to knock off the first place Milwaukee Brewers. Same 2 teams tomorrow night, and then a day game Wednesday. The 1-0 fouled away. Cubs will be on the road this weekend in Kansas City. That'll be a challenging series, as well as the Royals have played. And then on to Cincinnati from there. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Reading about Kansas City, you talk about an improved team. With their next win, they will have won as many games as they did all of last year.
They lost, I believe, 106 games last year.
Sounds right. Fouled away. So they are, 2 months ahead?
Yeah.
2 months plus ahead of last year's pace.
That's amazing to me. It really is.
There are always going to be some surprise teams. Certainly KC is one of those this year. 10 games above 500. A big reason is that shortstop, young Bobby Witt Jr. Wow, what a talent he is.
Yeah, he's the whole package. There's no doubt about that.
Now the 2-2 from Tyson Miller to Joey Ortiz. It's outside, ball 3.
His dad was an excellent big league pitcher.
Did you face him?
I did, yeah. Bobby Witt.
Threw hard, didn't he?
He did. Kind of short arm fastball slider guy. Very good pitcher. And the apple didn't fall far from that tree. His son is one heck of a shortstop.
It's interesting that the dad was a pitcher and he's an everyday player.
Yeah, that is different.
3-2 on the way. Fouled away.
As I got older, so I pitched when I was young and pitched up till like my senior year of high school. Pitched a little bit then, but not much. It was boring though.
To pitch?
Well, not the pitching part was fun, but it was the waiting in between. Who wants to do that? They got them bats in that dugout for a reason.
You wanted to get up there and start swinging. Yeah, I hear you. Three and 2 on Joey Ortiz. Cubs leading 2-0, 6th inning. Base is empty and the pitch. Line to left, long run, Happ can't get it. Base set up against the wall. Streaking to second with a standing double is Joey Ortiz, one of the hardest hit balls of the game.
That's line drive bullet to left. Ian just cuts straight across trying to get to this ball. And it's a good, smart play by Happ. If he can get to it, you might be able to make a diving catch and get out of the inning. If you can't, you're, 2 hops from the wall, and it's going to be a double anyway. So good effort by Ian. Couldn't quite get there, and it's a 2-out double for Ortiz.
Now Garrett Mitchell, the number 9 hitter, checks in. Even with the bag at third, Mastroboni. And the pitch to Mitchell is outside. Interesting that Mastroboni would be there. With 2 outs and a guy in scoring position, I'm not expecting a bunt. How about you?
No, not at all. I think Miles could back up a good 5 steps and play more towards the hole between short and third.
Now, you'd always want the batter to be trying to drive the run in a spot like this.
Yes.
Now, Mastroboni being told to move back a little bit, which he does, about 3 steps behind the line. And the pitch pulled foul on the ground pass first. There's not been a lot of hitting in the game. 3 hits from Milwaukee now, 4 for the Cubs. Cubs scored one of their runs on a wild pitch by Tobias Myers. The other run scored on a clutch single by Michael Busch. Now the 1-2 from Miller. Fastball high. First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. You can stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. The 2-2. Check swing on a low inside breaking ball, no swing. And now it's 3-2.
And you know Miller wants to go after Mitchell. He's hitting .229 with only 1 home run. Terang is one of their top hitters and a good contact guy, so you want to go after Mitchell.
The runner moving on the pitch, surprisingly, and the pitch swung on and fouled away. If you were batting, would that surprise you to see in the background that your teammate is trying to steal a bag?
Steal a bag with two strikes, 2 outs.
I don't get that one.
I don't either. Yeah, and then he was a straight steal. He didn't know that the ball was fouled off. I mean, you're trying to go 180 feet, not 90.
3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 call. Tyson Miller strikes out Garrett Mitchell. No runs for the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs 2, Milwaukee nothing. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Every home run and double play is called by Pat and Ron on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
Hi, I'm PJ Vogt, here to tell you about my podcast called Search Engine, voted one of the best new podcasts by Time Magazine, Vogue, and The Economist. We answer fascinating questions about business, tech, and history. Questions like, who should be in charge of artificial intelligence? Or, how did ADHD medication get so popular so fast? Listen and follow Search Engine with PJ Vogt and Odyssey Podcast. Available now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's time to rock your cat's world with Meow Mix Wet Cat Food. Surprise them with tastes that hit. Wow them with flavors that sing. And don't miss a beat in delivering 100% complete and balanced nutrition. Plus, with convenient cups with peel-off lids, you can simply peel and serve. Meow Mix, the brand cats ask for by name. Buy Meow Mix Wet Cat Food today at Walmart.
How did Ella make her way to the top? It all started with one smart decision. She test drove a certified used truck from her local Ford dealer. It was inspected, backed by a Ford warranty, and fit her budget. A Carfax report was the cherry on top. Soon, a pinch of confidence became a truckload of ambition. Cupcakes became customers. Customers became regulars. Hola. Turns out, Ella's next great investment was herself. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you. See dealer for full program and limited warranty details.
Ian Happ is on deck. Who's on deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at ondeck.com. Huh?
Zach, thank you. We go to the bottom of inning number 6. Let's see if the Cubs can add to their 2-0 lead. Ian Happ takes a strike. The starter Myers still in the game for Milwaukee. The next fastball missing. Happ has bounced out and struck out tonight. He'll be followed by Mike Tauchman and Dansby Swanson. And the 1-1. Changeup is down low. 2-1. Looking at the pitching matchups for the balance of the series, tomorrow night, Jamison Tyone against Colin Ray. Happ pulls it foul, 2-2. The Cubs have announced that Justin Steele will start the Wednesday game at 1:20 in the afternoon. The Brewers yet to decide. And the 2-2. Driven in the air, right field, back goes Frelick, still going, that ball is gone! A line drive home run. Ian Happ, a sizzling liner. It landed in the first row and jumped back out onto the field, but it clearly was gone beyond the basket, and the Cubs lead 3-0. What a rocket.
Well, you really can't hit this fastball much harder than Ian hits it. This is just a line drive bullet. I don't think it gets higher than the bleachers going to left field. And it was just a matter of was it going to be high enough to clear the basket, and it does. And it's the bricks right in behind the basket, and it's a big line drive home run for the Cubs and Ian Happ.
Topman pops it up. The shortstop, Adames, will make the catch. And that's out number one. The homer by Happ makes it 3-0 Cubs. Happ's 16th of the year, his 59th run batted in. Another hefty home run sponsored by Hefty, the official trash bag of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty strong all day long. And the RBI, a reminder, sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter.
How about that result? That one mattered.
That was one of the more impressive homers that Happ has hit run. You talk about a ball leaving the park in a hurry.
Yeah, that was scorched. That's as hard as you can hit a line drive. You know, that's a 380-foot line drive. By the time it's going to come down, if it hit the ground, that was an absolute bullet.
Here's the smash on the ground to third. Backhanded by Ortiz. Long one-hop throw, not in time. Hoskins unable to catch the ball on the first or second hop. I couldn't tell which. Safe at first is Swanson. Probably it'll be an infield single. It is.
Ortiz does a good job getting to this ball, plants that right foot, and throws it ended up being a two-hopper. You're right, Pat. The second hop is going to be right at the outstretched glove of Hoskins. And I think Hoskins was thinking more about the stretch than actually catching the baseball. If he catches the ball, he's going to be out at first, but it will be a base hit for Swanson, and that will bring out the manager for Milwaukee, Pat Murphy.
And he's going to make a pitching change, and he's already made the pitching change. Pitching changes by the opposition. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Cubs 3, Milwaukee nothing. We'll be back with more with a man at first and one away in the sixth inning. Cubs leading by 3 on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Ian Happ here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Step up to the plate with Xfinity Internet. Get the fastest speeds and low-lag streaming for an incredible viewing experience that knocks it out of the park. And you'll have a consistent connection with reduced buffering and freezing, so you can stay in all the action inning after inning. When it's game time, make sure to catch it all with internet that's powerful and reliable. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity, because it's only live once. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed. Many factors affect speed. For factors affecting speed, visit Xfinity.com/network management.
Ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than your neighborhood Benjamin Moore store. They're your partners in paint perfection, offering a kaleidoscope of quality colors and finishes from bold to subtle. Their paints are designed to impress and endure. Their expert team provides personalized guidance every step of the way, ensuring your project shines. Whether you're a pro or a DIY enthusiast, let Benjamin Moore bring your vision to life. Ignite your creativity today and visit BenjaminMoore.com for a location near you.
With Ian Happ's home run moments ago here in the sixth inning, we want to congratulate Eric Jenkin from Chicago. Just won $200 in gift cards courtesy of Woodman's. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Pat?
So Jenkin without an S at the end, Zach. Is that What you're telling me?
Yeah, Janken. Jenkin.
Normally a Jenkin comes in pairs. Just an observation. I'm kind of sorry I brought it up, actually. David Bodie will pinch hit from Miles Mastroboni against Hobie Milner. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Gives Swanson an infield single a moment ago. He's being held by Hoskins. Cubs on top 3-0 on this beautiful summer night at Wrigley. Bodie hits a sharp ground ball to third. Glove by Ortiz. Go to Terang 1 over to first. That's a double play. 5-4-3 around the horn, inning ending, twin killing. Cubs get a run on the homer by Happ. It's on to inning number 7. Cubs 3, Brewers nothing. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer are Chicago's sound of summer on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
The Summer of Performance event is going on all month long at Joe Rizza Acura in Orland Park. Hurry in today for incredibly low monthly payments, all with zero due-it signing. Right now, lease the 2024 Integra for only $375 a month with no money down. Drive home a winner with zero due-it signing during the Summer of Performance event at Joe Rizza Acura in Orland Park. Visit RizzaAcura.com today. 48-month lease plus tax, title, license, and dock fee to qualified buyers with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. Zero security deposit.
Desde que nací me he roto 100 huesos y he tenido 19 cirugías. Los hospitales Shriners para niños me han acompañado en cada paso del camino.
Apoya a niños como Sebastián, uniéndote a la familia de Shriners Children's. Juntos ayudaremos a mejorar la vida de niños y las familias en tu comunidad y alrededor del mundo. Todo esto sin importar la capacidad de pago de las familias. Dona hoy en amorshriners.org.
Gracias.
Cubs 3, Brewers nothing as we get set for the top of the 7th. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on The Score, the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
We are coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Zach, thank you. 7th inning, Cubs lead 3-0. Mark Leiter Jr. is the new right-hander on the mound for the Cubs. Cubs pitching changes brought to you by James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs. The left-handed batting Terang is 0 for 3. He tries to bunt and fouls it at the plate, and the count 0-2. The Cubs' heart of the lineup able to produce a run in that 6th inning on the homer by Ian Happ. Cubs' heart of the lineup, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book a low fare today at southwest.com. Terang swings and misses at a splitter, out number 1. That didn't take long. That's Mark Leiter's game. Get ahead and then throw a splitter that dives down near the ankles.
No, that's a tough pitch. And, you know, the other thing, too, with as many splits as Leiter throws, he would be a very difficult guy to bunt because as a left-handed hitter, you're trying to push that ball to third, but get out of the box in a hurry. And that off-speed split finger, you got to hang in there long enough to bunt the ball. And Terang tried but couldn't wait long enough, and it ended up bunting and missing.
1 away, 7th inning. Cubs lead 3-0. Fouled away off to the right. Cubs had excellent pitching yesterday in that 2-1 win in 10 innings over Arizona. Shota Imanaga in particular was just terrific yesterday. There comes the 1-1. Chopper foul left side. We talked about how strong the bullpen has been, the best in the big leagues over the last 20 games. Starting pitching hasn't been so bad either. 14 games under 3 ERA.
That'll get it done.
So basically what those numbers tell me, Ron, is that they've been in just about every single game in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I thought as you were talking about Shota, I know you did the game yesterday for Marquee on the TV side, but I thought yesterday might have been the best command that he had with that fastball, maybe all season. But it was one of those kind of games where he was just on his game with that fastball, and then the split just becomes a definite weapon.
Contreras swings and misses at a splitter. Back-to-back strikeouts from Mark Leiter Jr. 2 down. Not a great swing by Contreras, and you don't see him get fooled all that often, Ron.
Well, that's the thing about the split. There are some times where it's like an optical illusion. It comes out of the hand of the pitcher, and you see it well, and you read fastball. And you go to swing at fastball, and the ball's just not getting there, and you're just way out in front.
7th inning stretch sponsored by Volvo Plug-in Hybrid Vehicles. Electric cars with a backup plan. Visit your local retailer to learn more. Christian Yelich takes low and in, 1-1. First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. You can stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. There is a strike in the count, 1-2. Let's see if he can strike out the side. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. What a job by Mark Leiter Jr. Fanning, Terang, Contreras, and Yelich. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Cubs lead by a score of 3-0. Craig Robinson, actor, comedian, and Chicago native, ready to lead the fans in the singing of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
All right, Cub fans, let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Catch every moment of every game all season long on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardie Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardie has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardie.com today to request more information.
Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle at an affordable price? Look no further than the summer sales event at Joe Rizza Ford Pre-Owned Vehicles on 159th Street in Orland Park. Right now, shop low prices on popular models under $20,000, like a 2012 Lincoln MKX now available for $5,990, a 2015 Volkswagen for $9,990, or a 2019 Ford Fusion Hybrid for $10,990. For the best pre-owned vehicle selection under $20,000, visit Joe Rizza Ford on 159th Street.
Left-hander Hobie Milner got the final couple of outs in the 6th inning, so he's still on the mound here in the 7th, facing Miguel Amaya. Amaya with a single and a walk scored the first run back in the 3rd on a base hit by Bush. Cubs trying to add to their 3-0 lead. Here's a drive down the right field line, foul. Manager challenges and instant replays. Whenever those take place, they take a second look. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Cubs trying to put back-to-back wins together after coming from behind to beat Arizona yesterday. There's always something a little special about beating the first-place team in your division. That's what Milwaukee is and has been most of the year. Here's the 2-2. Popped up foul off to the right and out of play. For one thing, Ron, that is the very quickest way for you to move up in the standings. If you can knock off that first-place team, you can make up ground in a real hurry.
Absolutely.
Changeup is down low, 3-2.
And it just gives you a barometer where your team's at, too, right? I mean, immediately. If you start playing good, like going into the break with the Cubs playing good against Baltimore, that was a big shot in the arm, I thought, for the group.
Amaya with another good at-bat. He's laying off pitches, and he takes ball 4. He seems to have matured and really developed some keen moves as a batter here lately, Ron, making contact and then laying off the bad pitches.
Well, I think they made some, he was really struggling there for a little bit, and they gave him, basically shut him down for a weekend, and they really went into the cage and did some work with him.
There's a bunt foul by Pete Crow Armstrong.
And basically just some straight, just mechanical work with Amaya, and it seems to be paying off because, now he is in a good position to hit. He is in a good, strong position. He's getting loaded. He's not late. He's not, he's on time. And when you're in a good position to see the ball, you make good choices then, right?
Strike 2 called to Pete Crow Armstrong. Cubs baseball brought to you in part by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Crow Armstrong bunts back toward the mound. The throw goes to second base in time, and they get the lead runner. Interesting that Crow Armstrong would be bunting with 2 strikes on him, Ron, and he bunted it right straight back to the pitcher. Kind of an odd-looking play.
Yeah, I think it goes to the fact of who's on the mound with that sidearm delivery, and Pete probably not having a lot of confidence in, facing that sidearm lefty.
Nico Horner, the batter. Nico looks at a strike.
Here's where you got to get Pete off and running. You got to try to get him to second base here while early in Nico's at bat. See if he goes on this pitch.
The long-legged left-hander Milner delivers. There goes Crow Armstrong. The pitch is a strike, and the throw to second not in time. Big jump by Pete Crow Armstrong. He gets a stolen base. The count on Horner now is 0-2.
A good jump by Pete. He was kind of bouncing around over there, but, he is so fast, Pat. There are times he just outruns the play, and he steals that bag easily.
Horner now dribbles one toward third. That's going to be a tough play. That's going to be a base hit. Horner an infield single. Advancing to third, Crow Armstrong. And the Cubs have men at first and third. Nico extending his string now of reaching base for 15 consecutive games with either a hit or a walk or a hit by pitch.
Yeah, this was just a little backdoor breaking ball. Nico just pounds this ball right in front of home plate, and it just trickles on towards third. It's a base hit easily for Nico.
Infield in, Michael Busch, the batter. Busch drove in the first run with a single in the third. He is 2 for 3, facing the left-hander Milner.
Boy, now the sidearm left-hander with Busch, I'd love to see him just try to use that left center gap.
Fastball is high. Milner dropping down sidearm that time.
Brewers infield is in. Everybody but Adames. Adames is kind of playing in that spot where they could possibly turn a double play.
Lefty to lefty, the pitch low, ball 2. Crow Armstrong, the runner at third. Horner at first, 2 of the best base runners the Cubs have. And the 2-1 from Milner to Busch. Down in the strike zone, a called strike. Bush thought it was low.
Yeah, it was a strike. Good pitch. Fans don't like it, but I think more so than anything else, Contreras did not catch that ball that well. Kind of pulled it right out of the strike zone, but when you see it on the replay, it was in the zone.
Now let's see if Bush can put the ball in play and pick up an RBI. He swings and misses, strike three. A high fastball gets him. Out number two, it's up to Seiya Suzuki.
Tough at bat for Michael with that sidearm lefty and Milner. That's definitely a difficult at bat. But that stolen base this inning, stolen bases by the Cubs. All stolen bases sponsored by Turo Tire. Find your local Turo dealer at Turo.com. Cubs need a big 2-out hit.
Suzuki hits a big chop to third. A charging Ortiz running through to first in time ends the inning. Cubs get a walk and a single, but walk away empty-handed. It's on to inning number 8. Cubs 3, Brewers nothing. This is The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Justin Steele here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
How many Rock and Roll Hall of Famers have been on the Talk is Jericho podcast with me, Chris Jericho? Well, gee, let's see how many I can name off the top of my head. Metallica, Kiss, Slash, and Duff from Guns N' Roses, Angus Young, Brian Johnson from AC/DC, Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You want more? I got so many more, but I'm all out of time right now. So come rock with me, Chris Jericho, on Talk is Jericho. Listen to and follow now on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Lowe's knows you want the best appliances at the best price. And during Pro Savings Days, you can get exactly that. Right now, save $960 on the exclusive Frigidaire Kitchen Suite. Don't miss out on this limited time offer and more during Pro Savings Days. Shop in-store and online today because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 7/15 through 7/26. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The out-of-town scoreboard is fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you are good to go. Top of the 5th in Minnesota, the Phillies leading the Twins 2-1. Bryce Harper, a 2-run shot, is 23rd of the year.
Zach, thank you. It's on to inning number 8. Porter Hodge is the new man on the mound, the right-hander for the Cubs, with a 2.04 ERA in his 15 games in a Cub uniform. Fly ball deep right center, well hit. Back of Suzuki near the wall. That's a home run. Willie Adames with an opposite field drive. His 16th of the year. And just like that, it's a 3-1 ball game. Milwaukee finally gets on the board with Adames and his 68th run batted in.
We were talking about the middle infielders early in the game and you know, their abilities, and you were bringing up Adames and how he's really turned himself into one of the better players in the game at shortstop. And he just blasted one to right center. Oppo home run for Adames.
8th inning, 3-1 Cub lead now. Sal Frelick takes a strike. Let's see how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. It looks like Ron Coomer is the winner. Here's a pop fly. It's going to be caught by Swanson in shallow left center. Out number 1. The attendance, 35,741. Ron guessed 36,000. He's the winner. And we'll do that again tomorrow night. The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game.
And doubles in this game by Cubs hitters. They're sponsored by Traffic Tech. Double up your business with Traffic Tech. Hardest working team in transport.
Jackson Chourio takes a strike. Chourio nothing for 3. Here is a swing and a miss. Nothing in 2 now.
And pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. And we got James Hardy, some of the executive group here today at the ballpark and in the booths. It's great to have them here at the ballpark today.
Bouncer back to the mound. Hodge throws to first to get him. Churio can really run, and he seems like a hustler also. Yeah. He's not going to take anything for granted. He was out at first, 2 down in the inning. Cubs lead 3-1, and the batter, Rhys Hoskins.
Yeah, and along with that, Hodge saw that he's flying down the line, and I'd like seeing the gun on that fastball he threw to first base, because that was 95 plus. Michael Busch, you better be ready. That was more like a slap shot than it was to throw to first.
2 down. Here's Rhys Hoskins, the first out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once, unless you read it twice.
And there you go.
There's a pitch outside, ball 2. Hoskins has flied out, walked, and struck out. Ron Coomer's going to name the toast of the game ball player in the 9th inning. Brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. Swing and a miss. And they count 2-1. And the pitch by Porter Hodge. Fastball, strike 2 called. It's 2-2. Designated hitters for the Cubs. Brought to you by Fireplace and Chimney Authority. Visit online or their Elmhurst and Lyle showrooms. The 2-2. Rolled out toward short, a charging Swanson. Gloves it. Running throw gets him. Dansby knows how to make all the plays at short. The Brewers get a run on the homer by Adames. We go to the last of the 8th inning. Cubs 3, Milwaukee 1. This is the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Looking for a tequila that puts tradition above trends? Raise a glass of Lunazul. Lunazul tequila is made with 100% Blue Weber agave and no extras. No celebrity endorsements, no vanilla additives. Just real, authentic flavor that's sure to make a statement. Because great tequila speaks for itself. And those who know, look to Luna. Lunazul Tequila, Bardstown, Kentucky. 40% alcohol by volume. Think wisely, drink wisely.
James Hardy knows how important your home is. That's why they made America's #1 brand of siding. Trusted by homeowners in over 10 million homes from coast to coast. Siding from James Hardy gives your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. James Hardy also knows how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. James Hardy, siding with your home team. Visit jameshardy.com to request more information today.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's the land of the free and the home of student drivers ready to back into your new fence at any given time. It's firing up a round of burgers and dogs on your rusty grill with a faulty gas line that engulfs your tool shed in flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to your favorite ballpark. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today.
Ian Happ leading off, checks his swing and fouls it off. Ian batting right-handed, facing the left-hander Toby Milner. Happ with a very impressive home run back in the 6th inning, a line smash to straightaway right. Hockman and Swanson to follow. And the 0-2 from Milner, very high.
In this 8th inning, sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today.
Happ waiting from Milner on the 1-2 serve. Here it comes outside. Whenever Cubs are safe at the plate, Grainger sponsors those. Think safety, think Grainger. And the pitch to Happ. Line foul off to the right. Well, we have to name a catch of the game. Maybe one of the plays by Dansby Swanson at short.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. He's made two really nice plays at short. One early in the game where he's running towards kind of the third base bag and throwing across his body. That was a heck of a play. And then just an inning ago to finish out the inning, that was a great play against Hoskins.
It's great to watch a shortstop who really knows what he's doing, and Dansby is certainly in that category. The footwork, the off-balance throws, just the timing of everything he does, very impressive. Swing and a miss by Happ, and that's out number one. He never seems rushed.
Yeah.
Many times his throw will just be in time. It's like he's got that clock in his head as he's making the play.
Yeah, that internal game clock of understanding, how many steps you've taken before you got to the ball, and do I got time, or do I got to just get rid of it?
There's a bouncing ball off the bat of Tauchman to short. Adames gloves it. Running throw to first to get him. 2 down. So we're going to say Dansby Swanson is part of that catch of the game. Sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Things aren't so hush-hush in Des Moines, where only the S's are silent. Discover the best of the Midwest at CatchDesMoines.com.
That strikeouts by Cubs pitchers tonight. They've been sponsored by Chicago Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealer. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai.
And here is Dansby Swanson, 1 for 3 in the game. Let's see if he can get himself another base hit before this ball game ends. The 1-0 from Milner. Ground ball left side. That's going to be a backhand stop by Adames, but no play at first. Infield single, Dansby Swanson, his second infield hit of the game. Fabulous stop by Adames. He actually got up and had an idea of trying to throw to first. Couldn't get much on the throw. And that's a hit all the way for Swanson.
Yeah, pretty athletic play by Adames going into the hole to get to that ball, but Dansby runs very well, beats that throw easily, and with that 2-out single, that will bring out Pat Murphy, and that will be the end of the day for Hobie Miller.
Thanks to Loyola Medicine, they sponsor the At Our Best moment of the game. When things are at their worst, we're at our best. Well, there have been several of them. I would say all 3 of the runs scored were pretty special. Michael Busch with the run-scoring hit. Mike Tauchman scoring on the short, wild pitch in the 4th inning, and then Ian Happ's home run. Those are all the best moments of the game, sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Pitching change coming up. A right-hander comes in for Milwaukee. Cubs lead 3-1 in the 8th inning on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
All right, listen up, baseball fans. When your team is up to bat and the bases are loaded, step up to the plate with Xfinity Internet. It's got the fastest speeds and low-lag streaming, which means you'll enjoy an incredible viewing experience that knocks it out of the park. Plus, you'll get a consistent connection with reduced buffering and freezing, even when the whole team is online. So you can stay in all the action, inning after inning, all from the comfort of your living room. When it's game time, kick back and make sure to catch the biggest must-see moments with internet that's both powerful and reliable. Sounds like a win to me. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed. Many factors affect speed. For factors affecting speed, visit Xfinity.com/network management.
There's a new pitcher in the game, Yoel Payamps. Spells his last name Payamps. Yoel Payamps. David Bodie batting. David wrapped into a double play in his only other at-bat tonight. Cubs leading 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The runner goes. Swanson gets a stolen base. It's always a good time to go as soon as a new reliever comes in on the very first pitch, Ron.
Yeah, the old surprise attack. He's more concentrated on just getting strike one and getting the hitter out. And Yansby with a great jump, steals the bag with no throw.
Now a base hit could produce another Cubs tally. David Bodie will take outside, ball 2.
Now, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
The bugs were very small earlier in the night. They're getting bigger.
I've noticed. And I've got welts to prove it. Here is a swing and a foul back.
You know, at first it was like the little guys, the little gnats were all over our, all the booths here, and they've grown.
It's as if they are sending texts to their larger friends and relatives.
Woo.
Here's a fly ball, shallow left, going out. Adames calling. The shortstop makes the catch, and the Cubs will not score in the 8th inning. Time to fasten those seatbelts. We go to the 9th inning. Cubs 3, Brewers 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Nico Horner here. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is, and it's why their Harding Siding is the #1 brand of siding in America. Trusted by homeowners and pros on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, Hardy Fiber Cement Siding gives homes lasting beauty with industry-leading protection against fire, water, pest, and more. James Hardy has everything you need to get started, from free siding samples, personalized 3D home renders, and a contractor network to quote your project. Visit jameshardy.com today to request more information.
Desde que nací me he roto 100 huesos y he tenido 19 cirugías. Los hospitales Shriners para niños me han acompañado en cada paso del camino.
Apoya a niños como Sebastián uniéndote a la familia de Shriners Children's. Juntos ayudaremos a mejorar la vida de niños y las familias en tu comunidad y alrededor del mundo. Todo esto sin importar la capacidad de pago de las familias. Dona hoy en amorshriners.org.
Gracias.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's the land of the free and the home of student drivers ready to back into your new fence at any given time. It's firing up a round of burgers and dogs on your rusty grill with a faulty gas line that engulfs your tool shed in flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs. They may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Pat?
Zach, we have reached the moment of truth, the top of the 9th inning. Hector Neris trying to save this one for Drew Smiley. Smiley did not start. Javier Assad worked into the 4th inning, did not go the requisite 5 innings to qualify for the win. So Smiley is the pitcher of record. Another excellent job, though, overall by the Cub bullpen.
Yeah.
The only blemish, a home run by Willie Adames in the 8th inning. Now Neris delivers. This ball is hit high in the air, deep left field, but it's playable for Happ. Plenty of room, in fact. Makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Joey Ortiz is the first out in the 9th inning. Stolen bases by the Cubs. And we saw one from Dansby Swanson just last inning. For every steal by a Cub, a Turo Tire will make a donation to Keeping Families Covered.
No.
A Turo, A-T-T-U-R-O.
And how about the hardest working player of the game, sponsored by Bosch Power Tools? What hard workers deserve. A pitch in there for a strike. How about Michael Busch with 2 singles, a stolen base, and a big, the first Cubs RBI of the ball game today.
He made a nice defensive play, too.
Did.
That's
right.
a great choice. The 0-1 fly ball left center field. This is playable, I believe, for... Nope, it's not going to be playable. It bounces in between Crow Armstrong and Happ. And it's a 1-out double for Garrett Mitchell. I thought when it left the bat it would be catchable, but it was directly in between the two outfielders.
Yeah, this ball's pretty well struck as it bounces off the warning track. And you're right. It's Pete Crow Armstrong is the one that gives it the best shot at trying to catch this ball. But Mitchell, being a left-handed hitter, that ball is slicing away from Pete and just ends up, as you said, right in between the two guys and bounces into the wall.
So now the tying run at the plate, Bryce Terang, the batter. And he'll take a strike.
And now you got to be careful with Terang. If you can't make a mistake inside and just let him drop the head of the bat on one. He has 6 home runs, and we saw him hit some home runs against us in Milwaukee.
He had a grand slam the last time we were there about a month ago. There's a strike, 1-1. First out of the inning, brought to you by Xfinity. You can stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. And the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, 1-2.
A nice splitter. That last pitch, Terang just chopped it right off his front foot.
Bruce Levine is on the field waiting to talk to one of the Cubs. Bruce right down at the far end of the dugout. I see him down there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 away, top of the 9th. Cubs lead 3-1. Hector Neris working on Terang. And the pitch. Pulled on the ground right side, fielded by Bush. Underhand feed to Neris. In time for out number 2. And the Brewers are down to their last chance. On the play, Mitchell advanced to third. Game is not over yet. William Contreras has a lot of power, and he's at the plate right now.
Excellent play by Michael Bush. Second nice play he's made of the ball game. And a good decision. That ball was hit on more of a line on the ground, not chopped. If the ball's chopped down and goes up, that's a play that Nico probably can make. But if the ball's hit more on the line, Bushy goes over and makes a really nice backhand play. And then lets Neris get off the mound, gets him the ball in plenty of time so he can catch the ball, take his full step, and then get to the bag at first. Very nice play by Michael Bush.
I like what Amaya did. He saw Neris run over to first and required a quick burst of energy from Neris. So Amaya just went out to let him relax, take a deep breath, and then came back behind the plate. William Contreras batting, takes a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Hector Neris is maneuvering his players around the field. He's like, I don't know what that card is in your pocket, but I'm throwing them all split fingers, so play them to pull.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. All of a sudden, the Brewers are down to their last strike. 35,000 plus are here. Most of them now are standing. Cubs trying to beat the first place Brewers. And the 0-2. A little tapper slowly toward first. Bush has it. Cubs win the ball game. Bush made the play unassisted. The Cubs have beaten Milwaukee. Outstanding pitching by the Cubs all night long. And they win it by a score of 3-1.
As you said, 1 run on 5 hits given up to this offense against Milwaukee. And you're going to win a lot of ball games if you only give up 1 run and 5 hits. That's great job by the Cubs staff. Bullpen, as you were talking about earlier, lights out again tonight in the game. Hector Neris comes in and throws exceptionally well. The other thing about Neris' performance tonight, Pat, that really stands out, the aggressiveness of throwing strikes. He made Milwaukee swing the bat. He was not putting himself behind in the count. He was on the attack, and a very nice job by Neris to get the save.
Our good friend Bruce Levine will have a guest in a moment. We have to still name a toast of the game ball player. We can do that right now if you'd like. Ron, who do you like?
How about the bullpen performance tonight? They did an excellent job. So all the guys that threw tonight coming out of the pen for the Cubs, will be our Toast of the Game players from Benny's.
Brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. Cubs have won 2 in a row, and it's time to go down to our good friend, Bruce Levine.
All right, Pat and Ron, I'm here with Michael Bush. And Michael, defense and pitching win a lot of games. You had a lot to do with both, including 2 huge hits tonight. Talk a little bit about this bullpen and what it's been like coming out of this break.
Yeah, I think they've been awesome. Those guys that come out and, they battle. They battle, and they've been in those situations before. We trust them, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah, speaking about doing a great job, you drove in the first run tonight. You made 2 tremendous plays. This team has gotten so much better defensively. I think that's probably had a lot to do with your streak. What are your thoughts?
I think, up the middle is, they've been really good. I think, we've had a little shuffling at third, but, everybody who steps in has been unbelievable. I think Morel has done a great job at just improving. I think he's done a great job all year. But, when you have Dansby and Nico up the middle, those two, they got goals for a reason, and they're kind of the leaders of that infield. And, when they go, we go.
Well, you've hit all year, and you've done a great job with that. But the way that you've come on as one of the better defensive first basemen is impressive. How much hard work have you put in?
Yeah, just trying to put in work consistently and, just try to learn from my mistakes and, just take it one day at a time, one ground ball at a time, and just go from there.
Michael, you and I are going to Chicago Cut for the best steak in Chicago. Congratulations, and thanks a lot.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Michael Bush down here. What a great game for him. And, guys, back to you in the booth.
Nicely done, Bruce. Thanks to you and Michael. And a thank you to Chicago Cut Steakhouse. Michael Bush will receive a gift card to Chicago Cut Steakhouse. They serve 100% USDA prime steaks, amazing fresh fish, including the classic Dover sole, prepared tableside, and an extensive wine list with over 600 different locations to choose from. As we all need a little getaway in these times, Chicago Cut Steakhouse has an expansive patio along the riverfront, which is the perfect place to dine with friends or family. Reservations can be made